Hi, Sean Kosofsky here, the Nonprofit Fixer, and this is my Nonprofit Fixer channel on YouTube where I give people tips and tricks and tactics and insights into board leadership, board development, fundraising, and executive director leadership. Today, we're going to talk policy. We're going to talk about a gift acceptance policy. Now, many people have not heard about this, but I want to say right off the bat, you don't want to accept every single gift that someone might want to make to your organization. Some people at first blush would say, I would take anything, but are you going to take donations of clothing? Are you going to take a timeshare? Are you going to take money that came from a hugely polluting organization or a tobacco company? What would that do to the confidence of your donors and stakeholders and your staff? These are all the questions you need to ask yourself. For some, it'll be a no-brainer. For others, this will actually be complicated. So, a gift acceptance policy is a very, very simple, multiple-page document, maybe 2 or 3 pages, where the organization spells out basically, here are the gifts we want, here are the gifts we will have to decide internally whether to accept, and here are the ones we absolutely are not going to take. So, easy is an easy element of the policy would be to say we don't take any gifts that might compromise our mission or compromise our reputation, therefore our ability to reach our mission. You might also say we don't take assets that are difficult to liquidate, like a boat or a car or a timeshare. Now there are ways to liquidate these things and turn them to cash, but in general you might want to have a policy that says just because you want to donate these things, it will require a vote of the board, or we don't automatically take them. Now, why is it good to have a policy telling the world what you'll take and what you won't? Because you don't want to upset a donor. Let's say a donor comes to your organization and says, oh my God, I've already decided to give you this SUV that I wanted to give you so you guys can sell. Isn't that nice of me? But you don't want to have a situation where you have to now tell a donor, oh, that's really great, but we actually can't use it. Even if this car meant something to them emotionally, or they were thinking for months and months and months they were going to give it to you and that they're such a good person, they were excited about giving you this gift. Having a policy telegraphs to your donors and your stakeholders, your staff, your board, everyone, that you really want to accept gifts like this and not complicated, difficult, or controversial gifts. So a policy telegraphs to everyone what your intentions are, what your values are, and why. And this makes your job so much easier. It actually is good to have a policy to back up your judgment, because if you're talking to a donor and you're telling them, actually, I'm so sorry, sir, we don't take those, and here's why. It's according to our policy. No donor will think it's a personal decision or that you're being difficult. It's a matter of policy. The board passed this. It's a great way to say, we've already made a decision that this is just too difficult. Can I help you find another organization who will take this gift, or can we talk about another kind of gift? So, nonprofit gift acceptance policies, and I have one on my website for free. Check the section down below and you'll find an actual nonprofit gift acceptance policy for your organization totally for free. So what kinds of gifts might an organization turn down? You might want to turn down gifts that are from industries that are in opposition to your mission, or those that are really controversial. For some organizations, it might be pharmaceutical, it might be tobacco, it might be polluting industries, or it might be those that have some connection with a certain part of the world. Nonprofits also might want to reject gifts that are super time consuming and difficult to manage, right? Like art or again, a timeshare. Sometimes someone will give you a car, but the only way to sell the car is if you let someone test drive it, right? And so then you have to keep insurance on it. It just becomes really complicated. You may also want to turn down cryptocurrency, for example, or other exotic financial instruments that are out there. The elements of a gift acceptance policy include stating the purpose of the policy, including any disclaimers, any communications, and gift acknowledgments. You also want to have the types of gifts that are accepted and then examples of them. Also, the examples of gifts that you won't accept and an explanation. And then you want to maybe even name a committee or a group that reviews these different donations occasionally throughout the year so that there's a clear set of people that are reviewing this. So these are just a couple of the different ideas, and at the blog post down below and in the links down below, you can go grab my free gift acceptance policy just so you can adopt it with your organization and modify it for your own needs. So if you like this, please give me a thumbs up down below and hit subscribe down to my channel down below and leave me some comments. I'd love to know what you thought about this resource. Thank you.